Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Jackson gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's got his target, that's more. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And now it's blocked. And the Giants have got it. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
First and 10. King. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Looking middle, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got a man, it's Corey Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the counter, Hunt fighting through, and he's got space. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Jackson to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 6-0 our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. first down. Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Let's go now.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They come out here in the I. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Kyler Fackrell gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Howard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Keep it up, guys. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tighten up. Whip. Watch the whip.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, King. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And he completes it to Hunt. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. And I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's going to get his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw is King from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Check, 47. Watch the run.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. That one is caught by Hunt. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
47.
Jackson will throw again. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. On the double.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended target there was Jason Kroom, and now it's third down.
They're not ready for this, man.
King from the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Quick throw taken in by Snead. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Jackson now off the bootleg. Got a man, it's Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
King now, operating from the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. PAT up and good by Rosas, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tanner Vallejo in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Off the play fake, here's Jackson, rolling to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's King off the bootleg, on the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
53, Mike, let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Giants.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go counter with Howard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. Now King throwing on 4th down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Hunt going to run for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
On 1st down, King gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They run again with Hunt. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Jackson forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Hunt. Now the ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, Pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Baltimore, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mike, the set. Ready to eat. Hey, hey, hey. You got three. You got three. Three down. Three down. Shit. Eight. Shit. Six down. Check six. Eight. Check 26. Check 26. 49. Check it.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long express. It's going to be a long day. Hey, don't look up. Hey, we got Mike Fish.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
20. Gun. Mike is a 50. Check right 50. I got it.
Newton now to throw. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Set the tone, defense. Great.
On first down, Newton. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 28 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Kill. Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Switch up.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now this throw caught left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Newton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35.
1st down, Carolina.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Now Newton on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Newton. He's going to air one out. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Right there.
To the air again, Newton. Completes it to Samuel. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Newton now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
20. It's just me and you.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
54.
From the end zone, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
58.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. Touchdown, Packers. Ryan Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that